So John Deaton, who has been front and center here with the SEC lawsuit that has come down against Ripple, of course, 2+ years ago, he's explaining in this article where the SEC versus Ripple case could be heading after the summary judgment. This article just coming out today, so I wanted to bring you up to speed on it, give you some intel and some insight. As always, we're here every single day for you. All I ask, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. If you're getting some value here, you don't have to sift through the news. I do it for you every single day. That way you can be on your way, and it's always quick-hitting videos, 3 to 5 minutes. Get your news, get in, get out. But there are some details in this one, so stick around to the end here because a lot going on with the SEC versus Ripple case. And John Deaton, again, the attorney, has been front and center of this entire thing. He says Ripple will appeal any unfavorable ruling as its case against the SEC may likely head to Supreme Court now. So crypto law founder John Deaton made fresh speculation regarding the ongoing lawsuit, saying that the SEC versus Ripple legal tussle has not come to a close yet. In his recently published crypto law broadcast, he says that Ripple's possible next line of action, if Judge Torres grants summary judgment in SEC's favor, is to basically get this thing to the Supreme Court. They will appeal any unfavorable ruling, and it could be heading to the U.S. Supreme Court. Now, Judge Torres knows Ripple's appealing if she rules in favor of the SEC. Let's face it, this case will go to the U.S. Supreme Court, and it'll most likely, if it goes to an appeal. This is what Deaton said this past weekend. Attorney Deaton reiterated that also Ripple's summary judgment brief is written for the appellate courts. He stressed that the SEC might negotiate with Ripple to stop the company from appealing the ruling. People have also been speculating that the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit could birth a new securities test, dubbed the Ripple test, which, quite frankly, I don't think would be a bad idea. We've got this new asset class. We're still using some archaic tests like the Howey test, but it's not suited for this new asset class. I think this would be great if we get a Ripple test and we have a new precedent set on how we judge what's a security and what's not. That's what we need, honestly. Deaton went on to say that the potential Ripple test could go on to serve as a supplement to the existing Howey test, again, used to determine whether a transaction qualifies as an investment contract or not. Now, again, important note here, the Howey test is not the only test that measures if something is a security or not. There's multi-layers, different types of definitions, right? Deaton further stressed that there is a tendency that the SEC might file a notice of appeal as well once the judge issues her summary judgment decision. However, Deaton thinks the commission may choose to negotiate with Ripple instead of appealing any unfavorable decision. So the big question is, what's the holdup here? Why hasn't Judge Torres said anything? Well, Deaton spoke on that as well. He said the possibility of the case going to the Supreme Court is one of the reasons why Torres has yet to rule. He explained that Torres is taking her time to review all of the relevant information because she knows top U.S. justices and the Second Circuit will review and decipher her ruling from the first day that it's released. Also reported earlier last week by Crypto Basic, we heard from Ripple General Counsel Stuart Alderoty's assertion. Alderoty said, if Torres grants summary judgment in SEC's favor, Ripple will immediately file an appeal before the U.S. Courts of Appeal. So Deaton's not the only person who thinks this. Alderoty expressed confidence that Ripple will win its case in the end against the SEC as the Supreme Court, at the Supreme Court level, due to the apex court guard against building an administrative state. So Alderoty's went as far in saying, yes, it's going to go to the Supreme Court, and yes, Ripple will win. That's what Alderoty believes. Now, of course, everybody has a vested interest here, Deaton as well, in Ripple winning the case. So a little bit of biases there, right? So keep that in mind. But I've always said the further this thing drags on, I think the more bullish case is made for Ripple potentially winning this lawsuit. Nobody factored in the idea that Ripple would actually spend hundreds of millions of dollars, at least over $100 million thus far, to fight the case. A lot of these crypto companies would have already just kind of bowed down or bowed out and lost, right? But Ripple obviously has the funds to fight, and they're doing just that. They're still ranked number 6 in the cryptocurrency market with a market cap well over $20 billion. right now at the time of this recording. So that is what we've got in this video. Appreciate you guys so much. We'll be keeping tabs on everything XRP Ripple. Right now, the price action, by the way, we are pulling back a little bit. Ripple's down, XRP's down about 2% here in the last 24 hours, but that market cap still nearing 25 billion. We're sitting at about 47 cents right now. We'll be keeping tabs on everything as it relates to the lawsuit. Make sure you guys are subscribed down below so you don't miss out on any breaking news. We'll see you.